Hello, my name is Namshar from KUD Gaming, and this will be my opening video in my new upcoming series, How to Get to Master, where I'll analyze games that I do on the ladder and show you how I deal with different strategies and stuff like that. And with me to do that, I got Ecto.
Hey, what's up?
And in this game, we're gonna watch a Protoss who's doing a 7 or 6 gate Mothership rush.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward. You don't see that a lot.
Yeah,
So-
it's a really original build, and I really love this Protoss for doing it because it's really fun to face. And
Yeah.
you know, if you're not prepared, of course it's awful. But
I think he looked in the book of Whiterun of Special Tactics, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Hey, this involves Mothership. I like this."
yeah, it's a pretty strong tactic.
Yeah.
And as a side player, you just have to prepare the right way, just get as many overseers as possible, and just try and micro your overseers so they don't get sniped.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically, the Protoss invests a lot into this build, so you're probably going to be ahead of drones if you play right, and you just have to get, you know, the odds of you having a big army if you prepare the right way is a lot higher because he has to invest in, you know, making the Mothership, getting the Stargate, getting the big beacon,
Yeah, exactly.
stuff like that. So you know that if you get your overseers and you get a proper army, you don't have to get, you know, too much army because he's not going to have a tremendous army under a 7-gate Mothership rush. So
Exactly, because it's such a large investment. So that Mothership is like the key unit. So basically, if he loses that, he basically lost the game.
yeah, indeed. If the Mothership falls, there's no way he can get back into the game, and even if the Mothership doesn't fall, if he loses his army, like if you get, you know, more queens or even Corruptors of Aspire, just get the Mothership down, there's no way he can turn the game around.
Exactly, then it's basically already game. So
And in this game, I even do an early third, so I'm very much ahead on the work account. So
yeah, but that is basically what you have to do as a Zerg in general.
in any case, yeah.
Yeah, you basically, unless it's like a Zerg versus Zerg, because then it's a mineral matchup. But if we take, for example, just Zerg versus Terran or Zerg versus Protoss, the Zerg always needs to be like one base ahead, just to keep up with economy.
Yeah, most of the time you should always try, like, if you're not one base ahead, just make sure that your second base landed a lot earlier than him, and then just take your third eventually.
Exactly.
And just make sure you always have an economic lead, because it's, like you said, it's vital in both Sagvitas and Sagviteran.
I mean, I don't see many one-base Zergs being successful, so...
Yeah,
except for Action Jesus, who basically 6-pulled whole Dream Hack.
Or like Linux on the last MLG, where he does like roach all in on like 3 of the games against Nani.
Yeah, but it worked.
It worked, yeah, of course.
He won.
Cancelling his hatchery and makes a lot of roaches. It worked, but Naniwa, he did like Nexus before his forge, so he can ask for
Nexus
it.
first, like every game.
Yeah.
I bet he practiced like a lot of games going Nexus first, and he has like some excellent timings with it. But yeah, that was basically the only weak point Roach on.
So this game, I scouted 2 bases with my drone, but didn't find anything, and I made 2 pair of links for scouting information, and I basically sent them to the last base that remained, and I saw a gateway opener, and either it's a 1-gate expand or it's a 3-gate expand, and in this case, as I see on the timing, it's a 3-gate expand, which usually includes some kind of gateway timing push out of the expansion.
Exactly, because they build up like energy with their sentries, which they in first place use for defense, can then be used for offense, and then denying.
Yeah, and that push usually arrives on 8:30 at the earliest, like 9 minutes usually, I suppose. And that's what I expect him to do. But so I prepare accordingly, as you will see in a moment. I put down 1, 2, 3, I think even 4. Yeah, that's the 4th. 4 spine crawlers down because they're just so effective. Because the Zealot Sentry timing push is usually, you know, a few Zealots, which they do alright against spine crawlers, but with 4 spine crawlers they do drop quite fast, and you should have some speedlings. The open I did includes speedlings, so I'll have some speedlings to tank, and the spine crawlers just do so well because they don't get counted by force fields.
Although there is like one thing I do not really understand. You got a Roach Warren, and you're busy with your lair, but you plop down 4 spine crawlers. The 4 is like really big investment.
4 is a very big investment, but I know that he did a 3-gate expand. It's 8-minute mark, and his expansion is not finished.
Yeah.
I know that I have an economic lead, so I know that I can afford, and I don't want to fall to a gateway timing push. Normally, I'd probably do 3 at the most. I think in this game, I'm still in Diamond. I'm like a few days away from Master League or something.
In this game, that is.
Yeah, in this game. It's pretty old replay. So I responded with 4 spine crawlers just for the very fact that even if you have Roach Warren and the gas to make roaches, to that many force fields, roaches can also be really weak and very easily countered, and then you have the spine crawlers who kind of negates the effect of force fields in general and can snipe out the sentries, and I know that I'm completely fine. It's now the 9-minute 15 mark. I have the Selnaga tower, and I've had Lings scouting.
Yeah, you have map control, so basically.
Yeah, I scouted his 3rd. I know he's not doing an early 3rd. I scouted his ramp. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. So right now I'm wondering, what's this guy doing? Like,
well, your Overlord just got
sentries.
Like shot by a Phoenix, so you are aware that he has a Stargate.
Oh yeah, the Phoenix. I had an Overlord laying in the southern part of his base, and usually I drag in the Overlord around the 7-minute mark to see what building composition he's got. I think this game I simply just forgot doing it, but I still got some information because the Phoenix, you know, encountered my Overlord and killed it.
Yeah.
So I responded with making more queens, which is always the most obvious and the best choice, really.
Great anti-air.
Yeah, I have 1 spore crawler down per base just in case it's like a double Stargate.
Yeah.
Just to be extra safe, because I'm quite confident that I have an economic lead, so I decided to do that, and I popped my 3rd down, which is often a really good choice, as long as you have the creep spread for it, so your queens can move rapidly. A Stargate investment usually means that you're very free to drone up more than usual.
Exactly.
So I immediately make sure that I remain in my economic lead. You can see now I'm on 60 almost workers, 60 now versus 44, which is really big.
Yeah.
But I'm still quite confident that I will be safe. I have my spine crawlers, I have my spore crawlers, I have a few roaches, my queens with transfusions, so I'm feeling really comfortable. But of course, I have no idea what's just about to move out. So
indeed,
that
is going
shock.
to be well, the surprise of the day, as we can call it.
Yeah, and I have a Ling up on his 3rd, so I know he's not expanding either.
So you can basically expect like a time push coming towards you.
Yeah, I'm really curious about what he's doing, but I can't really, you know, get my finger on it. But since like Selnaga vision is the key in this whole game, I see the Mothership coming now, and you can look at my base. Immediately I make 3 overseers. Pretty good number. I don't think you should stay with 1 or 2, because if they get sniped, you're pretty fucked.
Yeah, indeed. I think 3 is a good number for that as well.
Yeah, you don't want to make too many, like 4 or 5, because it costs a bit. But 3, good number. Just make sure you micro them. I moved down my spore crawlers just in case he wants to walk to my spine crawler lines to make sure I have vision on invisible units. And he's playing quite passively. I know that my army should be bigger since he's invested a lot in this.
I actually do not agree with you that you move in that narrow choke to engage, because you have like such a bad concave there. So I think it would have been better to just lay back and just when he moves in, just then you attack.
Could have been, but also, you know, he's got the rocks over here and he's gonna start munching away on them now. And I know if he goes up there, I'll be in a much more difficult position than I am, because I got my spine crawlers for cover. And I'm pretty sure I have a bigger army count. So I just know as long as I keep my vision on invisible units, I should be in a good position. I just don't want to make sure I don't overcommit, you know, and get, you know, my army split in half with force fields and just pull back during the force field duration until it runs out of energy.
Yeah. Well, he still has like a lot of, or quite some energy to lay down some force field, but he doesn't do it. So.
No, indeed. I'm a bit surprised at myself now. I'm watching it. I guess he's hoping just to take out my armies, just like that. Or that he
still got one queen who's gonna take down Mothership, and the Mothership goes down.
Yeah, it's really, you see my queen's health eating the Mothership beams, and it does fall.
Oh, barely. Your queen only got like 24 HP left.
Yeah.
So.
Also, though, my response to the Stargate play was, if you look at my main now, the game is over, I have a spy down with already one attack upgrade.
Exactly.
You can do Hydras, but this game, I felt like Corruptors can be a good choice. If he transitions into Colossi, they work really good. It's great for high transition, Broodlords.
Yeah, you can just stick with your roaches as basically the core of your army.
Yeah, and now when I saw the Mothership, I pumped down Corruptors. So if you see near my Spine Crawlers, I have 3 Corruptors out. So even if the Mothership didn't fall, I would have had Corruptors out to deal with it later on.
Yeah, exactly.
So just key to beating this strategy, make sure you got your upgrades. I'm on 2-1, he's on 1-1, so I have a slight advantage. Make sure you have economic lead. I'm 20 drones ahead. I have my Spine Crawlers as well. I pumped out a lot of roaches because I saw he was a 2-base all in pretty much.
Yeah.
And just micro your overseers in the back of your army because they'll still get you vision of.
Yeah, the vision is actually really like large of your.
It's pretty big, and at the very least you'll have vision of the front row of units, and that's basically all you need because roach's range is pretty short. So just give you that vision of the front part of the army and just move them closer. Step by step,
his army.
And
you
know, if you lose your overseers, like make sure you have at least one alive, and then you just more as the fight goes on.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that was the game basically.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap this up.
Yeah, that's it for this time. If you have some strategy that you're having a lot of difficulties with, just feel free to leave a comment, and I'll do my best to make a video about it as soon as possible. And I'm looking forward to making my next videos. So
yeah, okay, great. So
until next time.
See ya.
See ya.